Hi, this is Omar from DepressionHero.com, where I show you how I beat depression, and I think you can too, using the same techniques that I've learned and without taking any antidepressants. Today it's the Day of the Dead, and I have two or three other videos about the Day of the Dead. And so I'm not going to describe the altar that I've created here, but what I do want to talk to you about is your ancestors and your history. Here I have my ancestors who have now departed, and one of the things that I have learned is that in a family, certain patterns continue. And these are energetic patterns. So this may be a little bit woo-woo for you, it might be a little bit out there, but this is something that I've learned and it makes total sense to me. And the point is that if, for example, you had a family member who passed away on a certain date, or something happened, something of significance happened on a certain date, then that date somehow gets propagated through the family, especially if there are some family secrets. So, for example, some illegitimate children from 4, 5, 6 generations ago, or any kind of secrets like this that have been kept secret by the family, but somehow, energetically, those dates and those patterns get propagated through the family. I know it sounds weird, but this is what I've learned. And it makes sense, like I said, to some extent. And they've actually done all kinds of studies. I actually took some classes with this teacher about this, and it was really fascinating. So the reason I'm talking to you about this and to do with depression is because it's very possible that the depression that you're experiencing is not even yours, okay? So perhaps your family, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents experienced some trauma through war, through having to move out of their country before they came to wherever country you're living in now. And that kind of stuff is very, very traumatic, you know? I mean, I'm from the Middle East. There's always been wars there. So actually, my family is traumatized. I've never discussed this with them. I'm discussing it with you for the first time. But my family has experienced a trauma. You know, and we actually don't even talk about it. But the trauma is there, and it's in our bodies and through cellular memory, okay? Because the cells in your body have this memory, which get passed down. And so there's this trauma. And as a result, there are certain patterns of thinking and feeling and behaving, and you have certain beliefs that are unconscious that you have picked up, that I picked up, and you probably have too, through your parents and through their parents. And these are all things that are propagated. Here's a suggestion for you to do. Talk to your parents. Talk to your parents about what beliefs they had, what experiences they had as children growing up, what traumas they experienced. You know, maybe you already know this, but maybe you never made the connection that this was passed down to you. Because as a child, everything that you learn initially in the first few years, you learn through absorption of their energy. It's not through the words, because you can't speak at that point, and you definitely don't have the vocabulary. But you learn those things through absorbing their energy. You feel it, you sense it. That's how the child learns, through sensing. So that's how you've absorbed your parents' energies and traumas and beliefs from the whole culture even, okay? So one of the things that you can do to help you understand where your depression comes from, again, this is from the desire, discover, and do. That's the 3-part formula. So you have the desire to get out of depression. Now you're trying to discover one of the sources of it, and it could be from your parents and from their parents. So find out what traumas they experienced that may have triggered depression for them that you have taken on without realizing. And so you may actually have certain thoughts and beliefs and patterns of being, of thinking, of feeling that are not even yours, but that you have taken on because you saw them doing this and having these beliefs, and that became normal for you. And because it was normal, you never questioned it. So now is the time to discover the source, and now is the time to question. And once you have this understanding, then you can realize, oh, I did not have those experiences. I didn't have to escape from my country and come to a new country and make new friends and start from zero. You know, I did not have that experience. So therefore, those beliefs are not mine. And you can consciously release them. So that's what I encourage you to do. That's your success task. Find out what traumas your parents, your family experienced, and see if that's what you've taken on subconsciously without really having that experience that they had. Okay? So if you like this video, and if this makes sense, leave me a comment and press like and share it as well. Help other people experience, help other people get out of their depression without antidepressants, because those things are really dangerous. And then go to DepressionHero.com and sign up to get more videos like this, where I show you some other techniques that I've learned to overcome my own depression without drugs. Okay, so leave me a comment, share it, and like the video, and I'll see you in another video.